If you desire to live an extraordinary life, there are three important spiritual foundations you must adhere to. The first is Abhyas, or practice with enthusiasm. The second is Vairagya, or non-attachment with serenity. And third, a calm chitta, that is, a calm inner perceptual state. So between enthusiasm and serenity is where you will find peace within your inner perceptual state. Here is where awareness of the self can arise. Though Maharshi Patanjali has explained so much in just one sutra, but for us who are just at the beginning of our journey of evolving into better version of ourselves, this would need a bit of more detailed explaining. So in this video, we shall take up the meaning of first foundation of Abhyasa or practice. Maharshi Patanjali, in his Yoga Sutra chapter 1, Sutra number 12, he says, Abhyasa Vairagyabhyam Tannirodha. That means, no matter what you do it with enthusiasm and serenity. That is, with Abhyas and Vairagya. This clears your Nirodha, that is, your inner perceptual space, and it comes to rest. And then you immerse yourself in a state of yoga. How many of you wish that you had a mind that could completely focus on whatever activity you wish to concentrate upon? Especially during the exam preparation, we so much wish that only if we could focus our mind 100% on our studies, we would remember everything we study. Well, this sutra offers the first solution to cultivate that one-pointed mind. Abhyasa and detachment are two sides of the same coin. Abhyasa is the ability to be engaged and act in life. The principle of Abhyasa tells us that mere reflection is not enough. We need to take action and make it happen in practice. And the actions must be those which help us cultivate a more focused and joyful state. This involves our relationships, our lifestyle, our thoughts, our emotions, and our life. So, the Abhyasa Vairagya combination is one of the fundamental concepts of yoga, allowing us to act as well as let go on a daily basis. Now, what do you do to keep your body healthy? If you fall sick, you immediately start treatment by taking medicine. And on a daily basis, you take precautions to prevent any disease coming to us. So, Abhyasa can be considered as the treatment, and Vairagya is the preventive activity. Abhyasa is the movement towards our internal world, and Vairagya is necessary in order to let go of the attachment that our senses have to the external objects. In this video, we shall go in deep details about the first aspect of Abhyasa. So stay on till the end. And if you have not subscribed yet, I suggest you to subscribe to this video and press the bell icon to ensure that you do not miss out on important videos in this series. But as always, before we start, let us pray to Lord Ganpati, and this prayer is for all of us. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. I call upon the lineage of my gurus to bless me. My heartfelt thanks to my guru for choosing me as a medium to express himself. Om Ram Nityanandaye Namaha. Om Ram Shri Shaligram Sharmaye Namaha. Om Ram Shri Kanaiyalal Sharmaye Namaha. Om Shri Guruve Namaha. So Maharshi Patanjali says in this sutra that the mind and the mental modification are restrained by the practice and non-attachment. So practice and non-attachment are complementary activities to help the mind become clearer, calmer and stronger. Practice without non-attachment can lead to a superinflated ego. You are aware, many demons in our Hindu mythology, including Ravana, were actually very advanced yogis and very knowledgeable. But they fell from the path of righteousness because of their attachment to a burning craving or a desire. So, coming back to practice of Abhyasa, Maharshi Patanjali provides a more detailed meaning of what is Abhyasa or practice in his next sutra number 13. He says, Tatra sthito yatro abhyasaha. That means persistence is the effort to remain there. That is sthito, in the calm of your inner perceptual state. So what Maharshi here means that Abhyasa is basically an effort towards steadiness of mind or towards stilling of your mind. So Abhyasa is the continued effort to stay within the flow of mental activity that leads to the dissolution of ignorance or avidya. But as I mentioned earlier, these sutras cannot be defined in just one sentence. There are deeper and deeper layers of meaning behind every word spoken in this sutra. Just like Bhagavad Gita, a complete treatise can be written on each shloka of the Bhagavad Gita. One very important, deeper meaning which is missed by many people is that Abhyasa here means practices which develop firstly your inner strength, secondly your enthusiasm, and thirdly it leads to dissolution of ignorance or avidya and the kleshas which cause suffering and pain in life. Within the few words of this sutra, Maharshi Patanjali has consolidated a complete ocean of knowledge in this. Now, strength is of three kinds. One is your physical strength, which increases with regular yoga practice, your exercise, hard work, and your daily activities. The second is your mental strength, which increases by having good and positive thoughts. And third is the spiritual power, which increases when your speech and action get aligned. When these three powers start developing in the practitioner, then enthusiasm also starts growing in the same proportion. And gradually it becomes a practice and starts controlling your heart, your intellect, your senses, and your mind. And in this process, the negative thoughts of the meditator get burned to ashes, which then starts his upward journey. So in order to attain these inner strengths and enthusiasm, Maharshi Patanjali has prescribed First, the physical practices of asana and pranayam. Secondly is the meditation, dharana, dhyan and samadhi. Third is devotion to God or surrender to God. That is Ishwar Pranidhana. Fourth is understanding and accepting suffering as a help for purification. That is tapas. Fifth is the discriminative discrement. That is viveka. And sixth is study or swadhyaya. But we won't be able to make any satisfactory progress if we practice the control of mind just for an hour of the day and then let it wander for the next 23 hours. Our lifestyle, our environment should support our goal. That is why we need to live fully in the moment and to develop attentive focus on whatever task is at hand. That is true yoga practice. By using the word effort, this sutra reminds us that yoga is not for the lazy. Nothing great was ever achieved without effort. Therefore, my practical advice to you is, and you can write down, take out your notebook and pencil and you can write down. First is, consider starting a spiritual diary. Secondly, make a list of all the practices you intend to perform. Thirdly, note how long you spend with each practice each day. And fourth, track your progress in other areas that need improvement, such as your dietary changes if you have to make any, what virtues to cultivate, and what negative habits to eliminate. Note also how lapses in your commitments affect the quality of your practices and then the way you experience your day. Maybe sleeping late tonight may make tomorrow's meditation very dull and unfocused. Sixthly, don't be obsessed with your progress. Start with little practice. And most importantly, learn to appreciate and enjoy the process. Don't be in a hurry to reach the destination. Now, there are 3 more qualifications of practice which are described in the next sutra. Saha tu dirghakal nairantarye satkara sevito drad bhumihi. That means practice becomes firmly grounded when well attended to for a long time, without break and with enthusiasm. Now, what is firmly grounded practice and why is it a desirable state? A firmly grounded practice is that which occurs daily without any strain or any grudging participation. It is meaningful, it is inspired, and it is focused. It is the shift from doing yoga to having yoga practice become a natural expression of who we are. Now, how can we tell if our practice has become firmly grounded? One simple answer is, when it is much harder for you to skip your practice than to practice, or when the joy and benefits of the practices are much more stronger than the worldly distractions, or when the practices become as integral to your life experiences as eating and sleeping. So, the first requirement of practice is that it should be for dirghakal, that is for a long time. Success in any worthwhile endeavor requires time, and especially with regard to achieving nirodha. How much time, you may ask? It depends on variables such as what is our past karmic psychic imprints, what is our past baggage, what is our temperament, and our current environment. But most important is how much effort and focus we put into our practices. The second requirement of practice is that it should be nirantar, that is, without break. The practice has to be regular. Progress cannot be made without regularity. Not just in yoga, but in any worthwhile endeavor. However, no effort in yoga is wasted. Every mantra you repeat, every asana done, each occasion of dedicated service to others, every prayer, every act of worship, or a bit of sacred knowledge learned adds to the momentum and depth of your practice. The third requirement of practice is that it should be done with enthusiasm. If the practice is not done with the proper attitude, you may do it for years together, but it might not produce the desired results. Enthusiasm means to have a faith and love for the practices and what they will bring. It is the key that enables us to practice for a long time and without break. You know, Maharshi Patanjali has used a wonderful word here, satkar. It's a wonderful word he has used in this sutra. You welcome a guest who comes to your house, isn't it? You will ask him to sit and you offer him a good seat, refreshment, arrange for a good meal for him, make appropriate arrangement for his rest, and see to it that he is not uncomfortable in your house, isn't it? And if your mind is pure and serene, you will entertain the guest even at the cost of your own discomfort. So, Abhyasa has to be accorded the same respect. You have to do satkara as you do to a guest. Yoga is a science. If you practice diligently, you will get the results. There is no doubt about it. We develop into a better version of ourselves when we become the personification of devotion, of consistency, and of love. Dedicated practice generates a flow of mental energy toward self-realization, and it is so strong and vital that no other result can follow. And if we persist in promoting that flow, we will someday experience divine grace in the form of the pull of the absolute consciousness. And now, if you have a temptation to subscribe to this video, just wait. As your well-wisher, I want you to first make a promise to yourself that you shall strive to become a better version of yourself each and every single day of your life, starting from today. And now that you have made a promise, go ahead and click to subscribe and like. You will be amazed to see the tremendous power of this ritual, because promises made to self work very, very deep inside our subconscious to get us what we desire. I am your brother guide to prosperity, and my mission is to help you realize the dreams of your life and help you achieve something worthwhile in life for which your family, your parents, and your children can be proud of. We'll see you in my next video.